I'm seeing on radar here, I've got some clouds on the left side of the screen. It looks like over Archer City, Wichita Falls, making their way eastward.
Good job. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Okay, we are back in action here, having some difficulties with the mic. So, but we have a great forecast for this holiday weekend. A few clouds out there right now, but otherwise plenty of sunshine to kick it off. 61 degrees at Dallas Baptist University. We are going to have some wind throughout the day today. Nothing we can't handle, but it is going to be gusting up to 20 miles per hour out there right now in downtown Dallas. Here you can see a few of those high clouds out there. Expect a few of those passing clouds as we go through the day, and they're really going to increase as we go into the overnight hours tonight. So around North Texas right now, we've got upper 50s to lower 60s. Here's a quick look at that weekend forecast. We're going to see those temperatures reach near 70 as we go into Saturday. Some of us will stay in the upper 60s, but I have DFW at 70 degrees. Cloud cover is going to be around. I think we'll see a little bit of sunshine, but it's going to be mainly cloudy throughout the day for everyone. Some of us may even see a few sprinkles out there. It's not going to ruin your day by any means. Just keep in mind. Then as we go into Sunday, in the morning, there's a 10% coverage for rainfall south of I-20. A few showers, some of us will see it, some of us won't. Really not going to amount to much. Won't ruin your plans. Just keep that in mind. You may want to have an umbrella in the back seat of your car if you're headed off to church in the morning on Sunday, especially for locations south of I-20. Otherwise, it's going to move out in the afternoon. We're going to clear out. Temperatures are going to warm up into the lower 70s on Sunday, 73 degrees. So I think, Mark, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. We'll have a full breakdown and a look ahead at next week. It's coming up in a few minutes. I
feel like we've earned up. Folks are getting outdoors. Yeah. Socially distanced.
Spring.
Yes.
I was out with the bluebonnets yesterday. That was an experience. I don't know, you know, I had a bug
Texas
fly
tradition.
in my mouth. I had a bee chase me, and I was looking out for snakes.
Well, I mean,
things went well.
Yeah, but the bluebonnets, though.
But they were beautiful, and it's only the beginning, and it's just proof that spring is here, and we have a great forecast as we move forward. So we've got 62 degrees out there in Weatherford right now. You can see how green it is, even though we do need more rainfall, and we'll touch on that here in just a second. But 59 degrees in downtown Dallas right now with winds at about really 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting up to 20 in some locations, and that's going to be the case here as we move forward today. So temperatures right now sitting right around 59 degrees in Fort Worth, 60 in Denton, 61 in Sherman, 58 in Corsicana, 56 in Terrell, and 56 in Sulphur Springs. Now, forecast high temperatures today going to be very similar to where they were yesterday, sitting in the upper 60s to right around 70. I have our temperatures at 69 degrees. Wouldn't be surprised if a few spots reach that 70-degree mark, but especially in East Texas, you're going to stay in a little bit cooler in the mid to upper 60s. So we've got McKinney at 67, 68 in Denton, 66 in Corsicana, and 68 in Hillsborough. Let me widen it out so you can see the entire state of Texas. That's going to be warming up into the really upper 60s to lower 70s everywhere. So you've got Houston at 70 degrees, 73 in Austin, Lubbock 71, 70 in Amarillo. So we're all really right around the same temperature. And yes, we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover inching in here from the west, but overall most of the states are very, very pretty out there. Let's widen it out, look at the entire country. Just take a second, look at this. If you're just kind of walking around listening to me, I want you to pay attention to this for a second. Oh yeah, there's a few clouds here and there, a little bit of rain there, but overall, forecast rainfall around the country as we head into this holiday weekend, nothing for everywhere, and Miami, 1/100 of an inch, so pretty quiet, but we do need the rain. Look out west, the drought monitor showing you extreme to exceptional drought ongoing in the southwest for western Texas. It's included in that, even South Texas included in that. What about North Texas? Well, we're sitting in a moderate to severe, but we're starting to see this expand quite a bit as we continue to move into these quiet, dry stretches that we're in right now. Now, we do have a small chance for rain Saturday night into Sunday as the system tracks across central Texas. Mainly going to impact folks Austin to Waco, 30% coverage there. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little moisture that gets pushed up farther to the north early Sunday. So Dallas, Fort Worth to the south, and we keep jumping ahead here. You could have a sprinkle or a light shower early, so as you head off to church, just keep that in mind. It'll clear out quickly throughout the day. So going back over the forecast for today, no chance for rain. High clouds out there right now. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the afternoon, 69 degrees. And then as we go into the evening hours tonight, few passing clouds early and then increasing clouds, mainly cloudy conditions as we go into Saturday. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to see the sun. It just means there are going to be more clouds than sun as we go through the day on Saturday. Starting off Saturday morning at about 49 degrees. Warming up to 70, 73 on Sunday. So very comfortable, very beautiful holiday weekend for us. And Rangers opening day Monday looking fantastic. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s, right where we want to be as we kick off baseball season here in Dallas, even though they started already. First one here. If you look here as we go into next week, whoa, we're turning the heat up. 83 degrees on Tuesday, 88 on Wednesday with a small chance rain again. Mark, really the chances are very small at this point, not amounting to much, but there's a chance next week.
My yard needs it, so I could actually use a little bit of rain. The roof at the new stadium.
Yes, and that's the nice thing about having that roof, but you won't have to close it on Monday. You can leave that wide open because it's going to be a beautiful day. We'll look at that in the 10-day forecast, but wow, let's just take a moment and take a beauty break.
No snow.
No snow, clear skies, temperatures are fantastic in the upper 50s right now. We do have winds that have started to increase today, and they will continue to kind of be right around 20 miles per hour for those gusts. Take a live look at Love Field out there right now. No delays, 58 degrees, 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts at this point. Downtown Dallas, 59, 18-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So if you look around, you can see that winds are really going to be the talker for today because it's different than yesterday. Yesterday was about 5 to 10, calm at points. Not going to be the case today, but still it's going to feel fantastic. We're already warming into the upper 50s in East Texas for spots to the west into the mid-60s already. We're going to end up in the upper 60s to lower 70s depending on where you are. So I have Dallas at 69, same thing in Fort Worth, Waxahachie at about 67, 68 in Hillsboro, 71 though in Breckenridge, same thing in Graham, and 70 in Archer City. Wide it out, pretty much the entire state of Texas sits in a very similar manner here with Amarillo at 70, Houston at 70, Midland at 72, San Antonio at 74. Now we are going to see a little bit more cloud cover as we move into the overnight hours tonight, starting to creep into the western parts of the state right now. So from the Panhandle down to South Texas, we are seeing some clouds. Now for most of North Texas, if we zoom in here, it's mainly clear. A few passing clouds up to the northwest, a few high clouds out there. Otherwise, it's mainly clear. Now, as we move into Saturday night into Sunday, those clouds are going to bring in a chance for a few sprinkles and light showers. Here's a look at the setup for Saturday night into Sunday. The area in light blue here, that's 10% in coverage. Some of us will see a sprinkle, some of us will see a light shower. Most of us will get away with nothing at all, just cloud cover. And this is going to be for early Sunday, moving out by about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. 20% in coverage for Hillsboro, Corsicana over to Athens, Stephenville, over to Eastland as well on the northern edge there, and then 30% in coverage farther to the south. This storm system is moving mainly through central Texas, going to be pushing up some of that moisture. You can see it better here. Look at this time cast as we go into Saturday afternoon. You can see mostly cloudy, but there will be some sunshine, but those clouds will dominate. Then as we go into Saturday night, watch off to the south and west. It's mainly south of us, but pushing up some moisture here all the way to I-20. You could see it's Hamilton, Meridian, Stephenville, Hillsboro, up to Dallas-Fort Worth. Possible to see a few of those sprinkles. Again, that's only going to be for the morning. I'm going to step out so you can see that entire Easter Sunday forecast. 55 degrees in the morning with a 10% coverage, 65 on Sunday at noon, and then 5 p.m. 73. Again, many of us will get away with no problems at all. This is not going to ruin your plans. It's just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, today's forecast, mix of sun and clouds, breezy at times, 69 degrees as the high temperature. Dropping into the 40s tonight, not quite as chilly as the last few mornings, so sitting right about the lower 50s. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, so because of those south winds and then a little bit more cloud cover that's going to move in, that's why those temperatures are going to stay a little warmer. They'll continue to warm up as we move forward into the beginning of next week. Look at that Monday forecast. As I said, Rangers opening day here in Dallas is going to be beautiful. 79, and then we turn the heat up. So then you're going to close the roof after that point because it's going to be real toasty. 83 degrees on Tuesday, 88 on Wednesday. I'll step out so you can see I'll start to cool off a little bit, and there is a small storm system that's going to move through. Still some questions with this. Overall, though, really not going to amount to much, and we do need the rain, Mark.
We do. I can use it. My yard needs to green up. Kalee, Dionne, that's the truth.
Yeah, and I love the Gap. I think it's part of his personality. I'm glad that it was April Fool's.
It's on his Hall of Fame bust, so he's got to keep it.
Yes. All right, let's go ahead and look at this 10-day forecast here as we head into the holiday weekend. A beautiful forecast here, 69 degrees today on this Good Friday, 70 as we go into Saturday. Now, the difference of over the weekend, it's still going to be fantastic, but there's a little bit more cloud cover and a chance of a few sprinkles and a light shower early Sunday morning. As you head off to church in the morning, keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's going to clear out throughout the day. If you look here at the rest of going into next week, whew, is it going to heat up, Mark?
Covers the travel end of things. Now we have to talk about the forecast as we head into this holiday weekend. And Kalee is back with us, and she is still alive and safely back in the studio after her maiden visit to the Bluebonnets yesterday and all of the bees out there with them.
Well, obviously the bees had an impression on me because I'm now wearing yellow today to join the clan. Figure if I look like them, maybe they'll leave me alone, right? Whatever. All right, here's a look at what's going on out there on satellite and radar. At this point, we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover moving in. You can see some high clouds out there at this point, but expect increasing clouds to continue as we move forward through the rest of the afternoon and evening. Here's a live look at DFW Airport. There's no delays and the weather's perfect, so no weather delays that there will be as we move forward. 21-mile-per-hour winds at this point, and if you look at downtown Dallas, we have a little bit of high cloud cover. Otherwise, gusts 23 miles per hour. Hour by hour looks like this tonight. Not going to be quite as chilly as it has been the last few mornings. We're going to stay more right around the upper 40s, lower 50s tonight, and that is because look at these winds out of the southeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour, and then of course cloud cover is going to increase, and clouds act as a blanket, so they help trap some of the heat at the surface, keeping us a little bit warmer. Here's a quick look at that weekend forecast. Looks pretty good temperature-wise, but we got to talk about that small chance for rain. We'll discuss this in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you here in just a few. In here, and look who's joining us now from the Weather Center. Miss, I burned 800 calories this morning before what time?
8 o'clock.
I didn't even know there was an 8 o'clock today already.
Oh, were you sleeping still?
Slept right through that.
Oh, good for you. I woke up at 5:30.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, see, I woke up at 5:30 to get my 45-minute bike ride in, to then get my child ready for school, to then get myself ready for work.
I still don't think I've burned 800 calories, and here we are at 421.
Hold on, if you give me 1 second, which I know I'm short on time already, I'll tell you how many I've done so far. Hold on, wait for it. 1,020 calories so far today.
You get the gold star for today.
And it's Friday, so then it's a super Friday then, right? Dallas Baptist University at 70 degrees out there. We're battling the winds, a little bit different than yesterday. Wind gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour looking downtown Dallas. The wind out of the south, along with the cloud cover we're going to see that's going to continue to increase tonight, is going to keep our temperatures just a tad warmer than where they were the last few mornings. So normal is 51, not too far off from that in the upper 40s. We're going to see that cloud cover that's going to help, but it's going to be with us on and off throughout much of the weekend. So if you look at our timecast here, you can see going into Saturday morning, yeah, there are going to be a few spots that see some sunshine. You'll have clouds, and you'll have more clouds that move in from the west. So it's not going to be cloudy all day, but expect those clouds to win out. Then what we're going to be talking about Saturday night into Sunday is a very small storm system that's going to be moving through central Texas. It's going to push a little bit of moisture up here toward North Texas. You may see a few light showers. You may not. It's really not going to affect everybody. Could be a few sprinkles out there for you. Most of this is going to stay well to the south of us, but Fort Worth, Dallas to the south does have a chance of some light showers, even a few sprinkles. You can see a better outlook here. 10% in coverage for those along I-20, 20% in coverage as you get farther south toward Corsicana and then Hillsborough, and 30% in coverage closer to Waco. So that's the only thing we're looking at for the weekend. Otherwise, temperatures are going to feel great, and you'll see that with the 10-day forecast. But tonight's forecast, we'll go back over that. Expect those clouds that are increasing right now. That's going to continue. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And tomorrow, high temperatures reaching 70 degrees. A few sprinkles possible tomorrow. Overall, though, it's going to be a great day. Don't cancel any of your plans if you have outdoor Easter egg hunts or anything like that. It's still going to be a nice weekend. 73 degrees as we go into the day on Sunday. I would just grab the umbrella, have it in the back seat of the car for those of you south of I-20 for Easter service if you're going to be getting up early. Once we get into the afternoon, it's going to be mainly dry as we move forward. If you look here as we go into the beginning of next week for Rangers home opener here, perfect forecast. That's it. We'll be right back.
No Bluebonnets today, thank goodness, here in the studio. Kalee, you don't have to worry about your shoe choices today like you did yesterday. Late.
I started going down the hill, and I told my photographer, Daryl, I said, whoa, really picked the wrong shoes to come out.
I'm sinking.
And I thought they were pretty good shoes, so that's all right. We'll, make it work. But it was beautiful, and it's a kickoff of spring, and it's going to be a very spring-like weekend, Easter weekend, so we have a lot to talk about. Here comes some cloud cover as we move into Friday evening. We'll see increasing clouds. If you take a live look at DFW Airport, weather is going to be great, other than the fact that we are, once again, dealing with wind gusts 20 miles per hour to 25, depending on where you are. You can see it's 23 miles per hour in downtown Dallas. 67 in downtown Dallas. You can see just a few high clouds, otherwise mainly blue skies and sunshine at this this point. Now, as we move forward, those clouds are going to start to fill in a little bit. Temperatures across North Texas right now are anywhere from the mid-60s in East Texas to the upper 60s farther to the west. 66 in Eastland, 69 in Abilene right now, 66 in Fort Worth, and 68 in Dallas. It's a perfect evening to get out and fire up the grill. Green spatulas across the board, and the weekend's going to be great for grilling as well. We're going to talk more about this coming up in the next few minutes. This 10% chance for rain. Don't worry too much about it, but we'll go over the timing hour by hour so you know what's coming in a few minutes.
All right, we will get the timing here in just a few. We got new details. Many of those kids are out of school now. A long weekend, a 4-day weekend, 3-day weekend for a lot of people. It'll be a 2-day weekend for me, but that's okay. It's going to be a nice one.
Either way, it's the weekend.
It's the weekend.
We have a
counts.
overall great forecast. There's a couple of things we got to talk about, but it's going to be for early April, could be a toss-up. So we're happy with this. Here's where we ended up today, 70 degrees, exactly where we ended up yesterday. So very similar to where we should be, only a few degrees off from normal at 73. As we head through it into the rest of the evening, we're going to continue these south winds, and yeah, they're going to gust at times up to 20, 25 miles per hour. So that's going to help keep us just a tad warmer as we go into the overnight hours. So we're going to stay here in the mid to lower 60s, depending on where you are, for the next couple of hours before we start to drop. Here's where we're going to end up as we head into early Saturday morning. 49 in Dallas, 46 in Denton, 48 in Sherman, Corsicana at 50, and 49 in Mineral Wells. Because of the clouds that are moving in, because we'll continue to see those increase tonight, as well as those south winds, that's why we're going to see just a few degrees warmer than the last few mornings, which is good news. Here's a look at where the clouds are now. You're seeing a few high clouds here in DFW, but some more clouds going to be moving in here as we go into the overnight hours. If we jump ahead to Saturday morning, you can see there's some clouds around. There's a break in the clouds and then another round that moves in as we go into Saturday night. This is associated with a quick moving storm system that's going to push through central Texas. Look at it. You can see it here. It's really not going to amount to much, guys, but there's potential it pushes some moisture a little bit farther to the north, and that could impact some of us for Sunday morning. So for Easter, as you head off to church in the morning, those of you that are south of I-20, mainly southern parts of DFW and south toward Waco, you may want to have that umbrella handy. You may see a shower or a sprinkle. I mean, some of us are going to see stuff, some of us aren't. And if you're north of I-20, yeah, you may have a sprinkle, but overall, cloud cover is going to be with you through the afternoon. Peaks of sunshine here and there, but still going to be nice and pretty mild as we go into Sunday, despite the clouds. Here's a better look at the rainfall coverage. So when we talk about overall coverage for this area, 10% in coverage, so not much. A good portion of you won't see a drop. 20% in coverage for Cleburne, Waxahachie, Corsicana, over to Stephenville, Coleman, Ballinger, south in the darker blue, closer to Waco, Mejia, 30% in coverage. But if you look at this hour by hour, let me step out, 55 degrees and then 73 as we go into 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's really the only thing you need to watch out for. Otherwise, enjoy a fantastic forecast for the weekend. And coming up in the 10-day, I'll show you a big warm up as we go into next week. But going back over that forecast for tonight, remember those temperatures are still going to be chilly, not quite as bad as the last few mornings, but you'll need a jacket as you head out tomorrow morning. And then as we go into the afternoon, despite the clouds, chance for a sprinkle, we're still going to make it to about 70 degrees. So a typical April weekend. South winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's still going to feel cooler with that cloud cover out there. As we go into the beginning of next week, look at that. Temperatures are going to be nice. They're going to be right around the 80-degree mark as we go into Monday, then jumping up quite a bit as we go into the middle of next week. We're talking temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Now watch these. These numbers are going to kind of shift a little bit as we move forward, but we do know that it is going to get pretty hot as we go into the middle of next week. Also, we're watching a chance for, mainly in northeast Texas, has the best chance of a few showers or even a rumble of thunder. It's not much. We do need the rainfall, but unfortunately, Jason, we're still just not going to get much out of the next week. Very quiet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for those high 80s yet either.
I know.
Too bad. They're coming.
Too bad, so sad.
All right. Thanks.